Hello sports fans and welcome to Board Sports Network Presents Behind the Scenes. Today we are looking at a game that I actually never thought I would play, but after playing a similar game called Fury Hardball, I actually found I really enjoyed it. I'm not I don't want to say a big fan of these games. They're just games that I don't really have any interest in. But like I said, after playing Fury Hardball, I actually found I enjoyed the engine of it and the gameplay. So I decided to go ahead and purchase Fury Football. And today we are going to unbox it, see exactly what comes with the game itself, and dive into it and check out the gameplay. Now, like with most of my behind the scenes, I take a look at how the game comes packaged, box art and everything, and then go through the components and play a basic game and see how it is. So like all Play games, this is how it comes. It comes wrapped in bubble wrap, very very well protected so it doesn't get damaged in the mail. So let's go ahead and take off this bubble wrap, check out the box art, and then we'll dive inside and we'll go behind the scenes. Okay, first off, you will notice this game isn't your typical football game. A lot of the Play Now games are kind of alternative sports games. There are some realistic type games like a presidential type game and Highlight and Demolition Derby, which you've seen on this channel. So this right here, Fury Football, is an alternative sport strategy game based on football. So you see from the box art, again on this side, really cool artwork. It kind of has a futuristic type vibe to it. It is football, so it's kind of like a football game, but kind of not. There's like Fury Hardball, there's different aspects of it. It's kind of loosely based on the sport. However, it is different enough to kind of introduce its own little mechanics and so forth like that. So we'll go ahead and go around the box art. So not much on top. The Play Now logo. Upside down, of course. There it is. You got that on the bottom as well. Nice side box art, so you can stack it up in your shelf or whatever and know what it is. Then you got the back here. So the back, you've got Experience the Future of Football. Ooh. You've got a just kind of a brief description of what it is. Evolved to satisfy the frenzy of its audience. The game is growing faster, harder, and more brutal with precious contracts and salaries on the line. Teams do whatever it takes to bring home the victory. This is the future. This is Fury Football. So you assemble your league and watch as teams square off to be crowned the Fury Football champion. Manage a team of your own to see if you can take it to the top. Play head-to-head against another player and compete for victory and glory. The possibilities are endless with Fury Football and your new unique sports universe. Right here it has what comes in the game. So you get one game board, which there is a play mat available, and I did purchase that. However, we're just going to see what comes with the box, what comes in the box. And for the next video, whenever I play an even more in-depth game, I'll introduce the play mat. So you got one game board, 2 offense boards, 2 defense boards, 4 play calling cards, 4 21 card sample teams, 3 6-sided dice, 1 20-sided dice, 3 game board markers, rules booklet, and game box and sleeve. And then you have some art of some of the components in the box. But let's go ahead and take everythh out. We will go to the table and go behind the scenes of Fury Football from Play Now. So like all of the new boxes that Play offers, you got this sleeve, slides out, and a nice little box here that is large enough to hold all the components. So we open it up, and everything comes packaged all as one. If I can get it out of the box. And here is what comes packaged all in one pouch. Really neat. I really like how they do this so everything's not flying around in the box and everything is kept together. So we'll go ahead and open it up here, take everything out. And again, all of the cards are pre-packaged in little plastic bags. We have our teams, which looks like the New York Nukes, the Houston Hombres, the Los Angeles Lunatics, and the Detroit Rippers. So we've got our 4 teams there, 21 card teams. We have our game tokens, 20-sided dice, 3 6-sided dice, and 3 markers, 2 blue, 1 orange. We have what I assume to be is the play calling cards and our game boards, as well as the instructions. Go ahead and take a look at the instructions first. It is 6 pages long. So again, these games are designed to be able to be picked up really quickly and easily. Introduction, setting up, playing the game, play results, touchdown conversions, concluding the game, solitaire play, and advanced options. We will just do basic solitaire play today, and then for the next video we will play using the advanced options. Set that off to the side here. Take a look at our boards. Really cool art. So we have our field here. We've got our 4 downs, our possession, symbol key, 20+ results, auto defense, auto offense. We have our offense card. We have 2 offensive cards actually, 2 defensive cards and boards, I mean, and our game board. So I will take a moment here, read through the instructions, see how to set everything up, and we'll be back here in a minute, ready to play. Alright, we have got our game set up. I don't know how to, I'm not sure about setting up strategy or whatever else for the offense and the defense, so I just took the first 12 cards and threw them on there for each team. But we got the Houston Hombres versus the Detroit Rippers. We have our game board set up. The game starts in at the, this is considered like a 20-yard field, and you take, the game begins at half field, so the 10-yard line. Teams get 4 downs in order to get a touchdown. They get 4 possessions each game, and then once the possessions are over, the game is over, or once possessions are through, the game is over, and of course the team with the most points wins. I used an extra blue token here just so you can see it on the field a little better, and I also added in a Fury die. I had an extra one laying around. You do not need this to play the game. You have a symbol key right here that says using a D6, a 1 is a triangle, 2, 3, 4 is a circle, 5, 6 is a square, but I just thought for simplistic purposes we'd just use a Fury die. So you get your offense and your defense, 6 players on each side. Any player can play any position except slot 12 on the offense has to be a back with a star. You'll see on these cards you have the name of the player, their position. So in this case, Dude Lindless is a back star, so he can be in the 12 slot on offense. And then you've got 2 results here. So the top result is for a pass play, and the bottom result is for a running play. Of course, then you got the name of the team, the Houston Hombres, and then their logo. So to start a game, you would determine who is going to take possession first. I'm going to say that Houston is taking possession just because they're the visitor, and they will start at the 50-yard line. I am doing a full automation, so I will roll for both the offense and the defense. These are the play cards for 13 through 20 dice roll. So you've got React, Fury, Run, Pass. And to call a play, you would roll 2d6, 1 for the offense, 1 for the defense. They've got a gotcha result for defense, which is they guess the play automatically that the offense is running. You have React, Pass, Run, Fury. If there is an audible, then a Fury defense is called. So let's go ahead and It took about 10-15 minutes to read through the rules. Very simple, but of course with every game I'm going to be, it's going to take a while to learn right away, and I'll be referring back to the rule book quite a bit. So the way teams score is they go down the field, and once they reach the end of the field, they get 6 points. They can then choose to convert the do a conversion at any spot on the field for that amount of points. So if they need, let's say, if they want 9 points, they would start at the 9-yard line, and if they score, they get 9 points, and then they can keep doing that until they are stopped. So using the setup of the game, it tells you to place your lineups, one card, one player on defense. I can't play offense and defense, so you can only play one side of the ball. There's 6 players each. Defense players are in boxes 1 through 6, so that's down here, and then offense is 7 through 12. So then we will roll for the play. We will roll once for defense, once for offense, and then you roll a 20-sided die. On die rolls 1 through 12, you would use the indicated you would check the indicated position box on the team set board. So Detroit is 7 through 12, so 7 through 12 would refer to that player on the offense, whereas 1 through 6 would refer to the player on defense. So you'll check that player, and if it's a pass, you'll check the top half of the card. If it's a run, you would check the bottom result for the play result. On die rolls 13 through 19, you'll check the die roll against the appropriate defensive setting and play call on the game results board. So, for example, if the offense chooses a pass play and the defense has chosen Fury, the 20-sided die reads 17, so we would go to, thus the pass play result as indicated by the upward pointing arrow is long. So we'll go to the Fury card, and on a 17, it was a pass play, so that is a long. You can see that there. If a run play had been called, a 17 would have resulted in a loss. And those results of all the plays are on the next page of the instructions down here. It's a quick little guide to tell you what action to take. On a die roll of 20, you'll check the indicated player's card for the play result, and you'll also roll the 20-sided die a second time for an extra event on the play. The extra result might be a player injury or a penalty, so we would check the 20 plus result on the game board to see what extra event would be added. So let's say we rolled a 20 plus injury, so on an extra 20-sided die roll of 1 through 12, use whatever play result was generated by the first 20 roll. Then remove from the game the player indicated by the extra 20-sided die roll. This player is lost for the rest of the game, and his place in the lineup must be taken by a reserve player. So let's go ahead and get this game started. We might just do, we'll see how long it takes, and might just do a possession or two to see how it goes. So we will roll for the defense. So 1, they have a gotcha. So whatever the offense chooses, they will. So Houston is defense. They have a gotcha. And the auto defense and auto offense has a white row and an orange row, and that is determined by what position you are on the field. So I use the white gotcha since we are in the white portion of the field, and offense runs a pass. So it'll be a pass versus pass. So then we will roll the 20-sided die, 8. So we will check player 8 on the offense, which is Exelander Jins. It was a pass, so that is a touchdown unless we roll, but he's also got a, get the card up here, he has also got a Fury symbol. It's a triangle sack, so if I roll the Fury die and a triangle comes up, that means it was a sack, and it was not, so that is a touchdown. So 6 points for Houston. That was a first down. So they're just going to go for, let's say, 2. And I should have mentioned that teams get 4 downs in order to score. If they don't score on the 4th down, then the ball gets turned over. But they scored on their 1st down. They scored, so mark down 6. They are going for 2, so we'll do the same process again. Defense calls 4, which is a pass. Offense calls 6, which is a audible. And so the defense will use fury, and the offense calls pass. So it's pass versus fury. We will roll the 20-sided die. It is a 7. We will check the offense. This is Bajik Dakara, and he's got on a pass, touchdown, circle, sack. It was a circle, so that means the offense was sacked, and going back to the results, sack, roll a 6-sided die and lose that many yards. So we will then roll. They lost 1, so that means Houston will take over, or Detroit, I'm sorry, will take over, and this is their first possession. First down, we will roll for the defense, which is a 1. They're in the orange, so that is a gotcha. It'll be the same defense called against the offense. Offense rolls a run, so it is a run versus run. We'll roll the 20-sided die. 17. So we will go to run 17, since it was a run defense. 17 down is a loss on a run play. So checking back with our play result, loss is roll a 6-sided die and lose that many yards. So 1. It is second down. This is second down for Detroit. So 3. Auto defense is react against a 4 run. So run versus react. Roll our 27 die. It is 8. That means we are checking the offense 8 slot, which is here, on a run, and that is a short loss. So short loss, I don't believe they lose anything. Short loss, oh nope, roll a 6-sided die and lose that many. So that pushed them back into the end zone there, and I believe Houston, the defense, would score 6 points. Let's just double check this here. So yes, Houston, it would have been a safety in real life football, but it is a touchdown in Fury football. So Houston scores 6 points, and so they are going to go for a 1-point conversion. So the defense is going to choose pass, offense will choose run. So run versus pass. Roll the 20-sided die. 11. That means we would look at offense 11 on a run is a fumble with a fury die triangle of injured. So it is not, that means it is a fumble. So no conversion points for Houston. And a fumble, offense player fumbles, defense takes possession at the original line of scrimmage. So that was Houston's second possession, right? I believe so. So now this is Detroit's second possession on the 1 yard line there. So they could possibly give up another safety / touchdown here in a moment and really be in a bad spot. So defense will roll a gotcha, and offense will run. It'll be run defense, run offense. 10, we will look at the offense on a run is a medium gain. So checking our play results, medium gain, roll 2 6-sided dice and gain that many yards. So 3. 1, 2, 3. They are still in the orange zone. We will go to second down. We will roll for the defense, which is a 5, and that is a run defense versus pass offense. Roll the die. 1. We will look at the defense, 1 slot, on a pass, and that is intercepted. Looking at Ann Shonson's card, intercepted, top half. So intercepted is defense player intercepts pass. Defense takes over possession at the original line of scrimmage. So now this is third possession of the game. Houston has the ball. It is first down. So Detroit will call a gotcha against a 2 orange pass. So it'll be a pass defense, or pass offense and pass defense. We will roll the 20-sided die. 10. We will look at Houston's offense 10 slot, penalized unless a circle comes up, which it does not. So offensive penalty, I believe, is just a loss of down. Player commits pre-snap penalty. Roll 6-sided die and award that many points to the opponent. Oh, so now we'll roll 6-sided die. 1. So Detroit actually gets a point. And offense loses down. The defense would just repeat a down. So roll our defense, which is a 4, and that's a pass in the orange, and offense will roll a 4 as well, and that is a run. So a run versus pass. 12. That will be the offense 12 slot. Run is a long gain. Long gain, I believe, is 3 6-sided die. Yep, and gain that many yards. So that is a touchdown. Another 6 points for Houston. They are up 18-1. They're going to go for a 2-point conversion. So we'll roll defense, which is a 5, run. Offense rolls a 1, pass. So pass versus run. 7. We will look at, that is offense 7, pass, touchdown. Unless a circle comes up, and it does, and that is a sack. So they, again, do not get their conversion. Sack, we will roll 3, so 1, 2, 3. Detroit is finally out of their orange zone, but it is 18-1, and Detroit's third possession here. So defense is a 3, which is a react, against a 4, which is a run. So run versus react. 17, we will look at, this one is, oh, on here. Run versus react. So we'll look at the run result of player 12, which is on the offense, is a long gain unless it's a square and he's injured, and it is a square. So on an injury result, player is injured for the rest of the game, added to default result on card. So that is a long gain, but he will be injured. But it is 11, 12, 14, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. They get down to the 1. Declan Carter is injured. And I guess I should have had a back star take his place. We'll just go ahead and... Cards are hard to pick up on these boards. It'll be a little bit easier once we get the play mat. So this is second down on Detroit's third possession. We will have defense will call in the orange zone a pass. Offense calls a pass as well. So pass versus pass. 14. Pass on a pass is an interception. So looking at interception, defense player intercepts pass, defense takes possession at the original line of scrimmage. So we are on our 4th possession for Houston, and I believe concluding a game, if a team is already winning the game when it begins the 8th and final possession. So this is possession number 7. So if Detroit was winning on the 8th possession, the game would be over. But we are on our 4th possession for Houston. Detroit will call a Fury versus, an audible, and pass. So pass versus Fury. 17 is a long. So that will be 3d6, so 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It'll be 2nd down. Defense calls a react, which is kind of like a safe. Fury is kind of like a blitz. Offense calls a pass. So pass versus react. 17 again. That will be the pass result of player 12, which is penalized unless he rolls a square. He does not. So penalty on the offense. They will lose a down, and I believe it's D6. So 3 points to Detroit. That's the only way they're scoring their points today. So now 3rd down for Houston. Detroit calls a Fury. Houston calls a run. Run versus Fury. 15. A run versus Fury is a loss. So a loss is, roll a 6-sided die and lose that many yards. So 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is 4th down. This is Houston's last chance. Detroit calls 3, which is a react. Houston will call run. So run versus react. 2. We will look at defense. 2. Run is penalized or circle is a fumble. Circle, fumble. So fumble, offense player fumbles, defense takes possession at the original line of scrimmage. So this is Detroit's last chance. They're in their 4th possession and on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 6-yard line. So Houston will call Fury, and Detroit will call a run. So run versus Fury. 14. That is a medium gain, which is 2d6 for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that is a touchdown. It is now 18-10. They are going to, let's say they're going to go for a, hey, you know what? They're going to go for it all. They're going to go for 9 and try to win this game. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if they score on this possession, then they will actually win the game. Just make sure that team scores a touchdown. They have the opportunity to convert for additional points. The scoring team chooses which yard it wants to convert for them. They get that many points. If conversion is successful, the scoring team is given the opportunity to convert again from the same yard line. If the conversion fails, the defending team takes over. So they are going for it all here from the 9. Houston is going to call a 2, which is a react, so kind of a safe defense. Against Detroit, they're calling a run, so run versus react. 18. Run, react. We will look at the run result of 12, which is a medium gain. So if they get a 9, they win it. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the game is over. So hopefully I played that right. That's actually kind of exciting. You know, Detroit, they scored 4 points just on penalties and then had the score at the end. And 1, 2, 3, 4 more on the dice. You know, they could have won that game. So this is actually a really neat game. I like it. Houston ends up winning 18-10 as long as I did it right. Like with every game, new game, you're going to make mistakes and find out that you did something wrong. But I actually feel like I played that game the right way, and it took 15 minutes of looking over the rule book. You know, really, I think the only big time consumer at the beginning is just referring back to the play results and making sure that you get those right. But, you know, a short, medium, long, that's just dependent upon the 3d6. We didn't get any d20 20 on the d20 dice, which that sped up the game for me today. But I know that once I do, I'm going to have to take a moment to figure out how that is resolved. But really, that's not that big a deal, I don't think. But anyway, guys, like I said, fun game. I saw this game probably 4 or 5 years ago when I first started getting into board gaming. I can't remember who had it on their YouTube video, but I looked at it, I was like, that kind of looks fun. But again, it was an alternative football game, so I didn't really think too much more about it. But I'm really happy about this. I actually have a kind of a plan, an idea for running Fury Hardball seasons and Fury Football seasons on my YouTube channel, just because they don't take that long to play, and it would be easy just to roll out a series of hardball games and roll out a Fury Football game in no time. So that's actually consideration for the channel. So if that is something that you guys would like to see, definitely leave a comment below and let me know that. I will have another video on Fury Football. I'll have the play mat spread out and be using advanced options. So I didn't even look over those in the game or in the booklet. I don't even know what they are. But really excited to play it, and I hope you guys are looking forward to more games of it. If you liked today's video, I ask you please like, please subscribe if you haven't so already. Leave me a comment down below, let me know what you thought, and also hit the notification bell so you don't miss any action here on Board Sports Network. Thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a great night, and God bless.